G'day everyone, today we're looking at Bruno Mars' Just the Way You Are. This guy certainly knows how to write an upbeat, happy song. It goes like this. There are three chords in this song. There's an F, a D minor, and a B flat. Now up till now we've been mainly looking at songs that are based in the key of C, which means they normally start on a C chord. Now we're moving on to some that are based in the key of F. You already know how to play the F. That's a nice straightforward two-finger chord. Let's just have a quick look at that now. First finger on the second string at the first fret, middle finger on the top string at the second fret. Now I'm going to turn that F into a D minor. There are two ways to do this. One way is the three-fingered version where you bring your third finger up and tuck it underneath your middle finger. It's sitting on the third string right underneath this finger here. There's not a lot of room for it to fit, and if your fingers are large like mine, that might be a bit awkward. But with a bit of practice, you'll get there and you'll manage to get all four strings ringing out nicely. The second option is to bend this finger down so it's actually holding down both of those strings at once. That way you don't need to use your third finger, but it does also take a bit of getting used to. The trick to doing this one is to make sure that it flattens down, but then it's bending back again. If I just turn this way and take that finger out of the way, you'll see what I mean. It's holding down those top two strings, but it's not touching the next string down. That's important because if it does, it's going to kill the sound of that string and you're not going to get the full sound of the chord. When I teach this in class, about half the class find that that's more comfortable for them, while the other half find that that is. So that's something you just need to figure out for yourself by practicing both, and you'll very quickly come to a realization that that's the better one for you, or that is. The third chord is a B flat. Now the B flat, you need three fingers for this, and we're going to hold down four strings, and that means that your first finger is going to have to hold down two strings at once. The two strings are the bottom two strings, and we're at fret 1, so that's a nice easy position to get into. You're going to use your thumb in behind, pushing down nice and hard so that you can get plenty of purchase on the strings here. From here on, we're going to build a staircase with our second and our third fingers. So they're going up one string and along one fret to build that staircase. Now the trick to this chord is that while that first finger is lying flat to push down on two strings, these next two fingers can't lie flat. They're going to have to be up on their fingertips. The reason for that is if they start lying flat, your B flat chord is going to sound like that. Horrible. Push down nice and flat to hold down two strings, then those two staircase fingers are on their fingertips, and yep, that's awkward and quite uncomfortable to start off with, but it is a very useful chord to get to know, and it leads really nicely into some chord shapes on the guitar as well. So it's a good one to practice. If you've got it right, you should hear all four strings ringing out. 1, 2, 3, 4. That brings us to the strum for this song. You'll notice I was playing a pretty quick strum, and it was a down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, about that quick. That's going to take a bit of practice as well. Let's take it nice and slowly to start off with. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to that one. That's all there is to the song. I'm going to leave you by playing along with the chorus one more time, just so you get a bit more of a feel for how the whole thing sits with the song. And that's it for today. Next time I see you, I'm going to throw in another song or two that you can play using these three chords, as well as a couple of other ones that you already know. Here we go. Till next time, Kakitero.